Hi folks, and welcome to the Ambertail character creator deep dive. You're here with me, I'm Mark. I'm a writer and assistant producer on the project, and joining me today is our lovely creative director, Jordan. Jordan, how are you feeling today?
I am feeling pretty excited because I know everybody's been asking us so many questions about our character creator, and now we finally get to show it off.
Finally. After so many questions, I feel like every time I post a little tweet out, there's like 25 people under it being like, hey, can I be XYZ dinosaur? And I'm like, I want to tell you so bad, but I can't.
Yeah, we were saving it for this video.
Yeah, so today we're going to be taking you through some of our character customizers, showing you what types of characters you can be, what type of creatures you can make. Jordan, do you want to start us off on picking some of these presets or talking us through some of the presets? So what have we got here?
So as soon as you open the character creator, you will have two tabs at the start here. This bottom one will contain a bunch of presets. So these are characters that we have basically made to give you a bit of a jumping off point, and we have 4 per body type. So I'll run through. This is obviously the raptor. If you played the demo, this was the one that we had available in the demo. Next we have the small herbivore. Bit of a sort of vague, wide term. This is basically the body type that would work for smaller herbivores. I know we've got hadrosaurs like Parasaurolophus here as well. But basically these body types and proportions work quite well together. The third option is our larger or armored herbivores. So this is going to be your ceratopsians, sort of like ankylosaurs, stegosaurs, and you'll be able to make some pretty cool hybrids here that don't exist.
Fun.
Yeah. So I really like this body type in particular.
It's very, I feel like because I love leopard print so much, the tiger stripes are kind of like, they do it for me. They do
Absolutely.
it for me. I think the cool thing as well, because we've designed like a bunch of presets for people, whenever I make a character in any character customizer, I end up making an abomination. So it's very fun to have somebody like make a preset for me that is like, oh, I can just pick cool presets like right off the bat instead of having to worry about making my neon creature.
Yeah, and that's something that I appreciate in character creators too. And one thing that you can do with our character creator, if you like one of these presets, like, oh, this is a cool color palette, I really like this guy. If you go back to the sort of like body type selector, it retains the color palette, so you can kind of see what it looks like on the other body types.
Ooh, I love his horns.
Yeah.
He's got great horns.
So, like, if anybody here knows ceratopsians, you probably know that this doesn't really exist. This isn't a real dino. That's because it has the Torosaurus frontal horns and a Styracosaurus frill. So if you've ever wanted to make that combo, we got you covered.
So when it comes to making combinations of dinosaurs, it's tied to specific body types. So for example, I couldn't have mammal ears on a raptor.
No, unfortunately not. That would be very difficult and time consuming for us to create, but you can, within each of the different body types, mix and match all of the different features. So I'll actually show you mammal now. I haven't seen mammal yet. So mammal is one of the more interesting ones because it really is just a hodgepodge of all different types of like horns and ears. So this one will be just crazy hybrids. I'm really excited to see what people make with the mammal body type. And then finally, which is maybe my favorite, although I shouldn't have favorites, but
I think you're allowed favorites. I think you're allowed favorites.
It's the large theropods. So you can see again, there's like all sorts of different elements. We've got like the sort of Eutyrannus tail and horns here. I think this is like the T-Rex crest. This is obviously our Spino, which is my favorite, if anybody was wondering. So yeah, this is basically all of our presets. I think we should choose one and just
I'm here for the ride. You're the one who's going to be designing all the dinosaurs, so this is down to you. I'm just here to ooh and ah and ask you questions.
Cool. Well, so I think I quite like the mint chocolate chip, so we can maybe start with him. I also have to highlight our wiggly ears.
There was a while there for this particular ear type that we had the ears just sticking out like motorbike handlebars, and it was very funny, but it's great now that they actually like float down. And they're like, especially when the characters run. So we added in a sprint recently, and when the character sprints, the ears like bounce up and down. It's super cute.
It's very
so
cute,
adorable.
guys. Very cute. I think we should check out the ceratopsian first, actually.
Cool, okay.
Even though my guy's lost his frill.
Oh no, his
but
frill!
Not to worry, because we're going to go fix that now. So, when making your Paleofolk, you will start off with the head. So here are the different head shapes that you can have for the armored herbivore. So that one is actually a stego sort of shape. That one, I think, is that ankylosaurs? That one too. That's a more ceratopsian one. I think I kind of like his snoot here.
I do like,
his
snoot. I like
snoot.
the shape of it.
All right, on to eyes. So if you want to have heterochromia, we got you covered.
Finally.
Yeah, so you can do that. I'm not going to though, because I think as much as I like it, I want this to be a little bit more less insane.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Although it's handy to know that if we do want to make an insane character,
You can.
The insane characters are great.
You can make a multicolored sparkle dino if you really wanted to.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Sparkle dinos.
Okay, so the other thing we can do, we can change the tongue color, which is a bit hard to see in this head actually, so I might change it. Yeah, so if you wanted to change the tongue color, you can do that too. Which, why not? We'll give this guy a purple tongue.
Oh, let's go.
Why not? Why not?
I'm getting throwbacks to when you taught me about the, is it Flint species?
Yes,
having the blue tongue.
The blue tongue skink was his inspiration.
Guys, I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot in this project.
Beak. So if you want to have a different coloured beak, which I think would be quite nice if we're going for a sort of chocolate or minty colour.
Mint choc chip.
Yeah. If you're curious about how the colours work on the selector, basically they go from most saturated to least saturated, and then within that you can also change the brightness and darkness. So that's something to be aware of if you're trying to get just the right tone, that these are only informing the saturation. So I think that looks nice.
That's nice.
Yeah, so let's get on to the main business, the frill.
Let's go.
The frill. Or we can have an ankylosaur, like nubbins, which again,
nubs.
this dinosaur does not exist, but it's fine. So yeah, these are the different sort of frills we can have. I kind of like the big spiky one.
Yeah,
It kind of goes hard.
Yeah, I like the color combo.
Yep. And then obviously we can change the horns. So we can either go like light horn. Like
The same as the frontal horns.
Or we could go dark horn, which could be quite nice. Like, that's too saturated, but maybe something like this. Like chocolate chip.
I am so glad that you're doing this because I would have made so many weird decisions.
Well, we haven't finished yet.
Yeah.
So it's still early days. Horns. So obviously this is going to be exclusive to the ceratopsian armored herbivore. So we have different horn types, which is a lot of fun. You can also have broken horns.
I even feel like just as like a role player, that would be fun to have like the broken horns for my OC lost their horns. The darkness is consuming me.
Tragic, backstory. Okay, well let's keep the tragic backstory.
Let's do
horns.
it.
I think that's dope. Then we got our nose horn. So,
big nose horn!
Big nose.
Give him big nose.
Okay, big nose.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's so cute already. God.
Yeah, I feel like his eye color should contrast the green a little bit more.
So it's not all one color.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna put a bit like an orange eye.
Ooh.
A yellow eye.
Looks good. Oh, that's quite nice. It looks pretty like cat-like.
Yeah, red eyes. If you go more autumnal, that could be nice.
Oh, for the season.
Ooh, absolutely. Yes, we will decide if that works later. And then finally on the head, because we've only just done the head so far.
That's insane. We've
haven't even got any further.
Yeah.
So these are basically like cheek spikes. So.
Oh, okay. So it's like at the back of the jaw. Like,
yeah,
oh, okay.
it's sort of hinged on the upper jaw. So, or we can choose to have none.
Also an option.
Also an option. I feel because we have so much other horn going on.
Yeah.
Maybe this makes simplicity.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. So now that we've done our face, we can move on to the body. So for this body type, we have two arms, which basically just kind of like the proportions of the hand to the arm.
Oh, okay.
And as well as that, if you know your ceratopsians, you'll know that ceratopsians only have 3 claws. And then the other 2 are more vestigial, they don't really have a claw on them. So I think if we're going to be doing a sort of ceratopsian, maybe this would be the play. Oh, and then the colors.
Choosing the colors.
Yeah, of the claws. I feel like it should maybe be the same color as the beak.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring the same colors back in.
It's a very cute color palette already.
Yeah. But it's good to have the jumping off point, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Alright.
Nice.
And then for the bottom feet, it's only the one type of legs, basically. Having different leg types means having different entire bodies, which would take so long. It would take so long to do, so we will have the one leg, but you can't change the claws.
Is that part of why the consideration for only attaching certain like body parts to certain bodies, just because of the way the proportions are based?
Yes. It's the reason why we couldn't really do sauropods justice for the character creators. So anybody who's looking to do a sauropod, I am afraid, not yet. Not at the minute.
Not at the minute, not yet being the key term. Who knows? Who knows?
Who knows what the future has? But yes, basically, as soon as if we add a long neck, that just adds so many different considerations for camera placements, different like clothing options. Basically, the more extreme a proportion or a body type, the more difficult it is for us to implement.
I have to say, even so, for our next Fest demo, we just had the raptor body type, and the creations that people were making with just the raptor were kind of insane. So I feel like even with like an additional 4 body types, like I feel like the amount of creations that people are going to make are going to be off the wall.
I
like
cannot
so
wait.
Cool. Yeah, I'm very excited. Even the people who've been doing fan art of like my OC in the style of Ambertail has been super fun.
Yes,
so
we get very excited when we see those sorts of images. We share them around the office and get super hyped.
Yeah,
and like, oh, it's
we have
so
a little
good.
fan art board, which is just
We
really
do.
fun.
It's my favorite thing when I'm having a long day. I look at it and I'm like, it's fine actually. So one of the most exciting parts of the armored herbivore body type is the tail options.
We're gonna thagamize people. I suppose that's more a stegosaur, right?
Yeah. There's the thagamizer.
Yeah, let's go.
It's a very dainty one, but I think it works. So we got the club if you want to be an ankylosaur. And then we just kind of have like little nubbins, little scoots and spikes. So these can be more generic. Like I know a lot of people have ceratopsians with the sort of quills on their tail. I quite like that. Those are sort of like stegosaur plates. And they're more armored ones. So I don't know, I am partial to the spikes. Especially because this guy's pretty spiky already.
Oh yeah.
Pretty spiky.
He doesn't
And
spike.
we can change the colour of these also.
Oh, cool.
So if we wanted them to be, you know, a highlight maybe.
Oh, okay. To break up the color contrast of
Yeah,
darkness.
we could. One thing I am going to show you guys next though, before getting into final colour palettes, is the different body patterns. So we've got all the different body pieces that we want, but this colour combinations, they're not really working for me at the minute. So the next part is going on to our patterns. So basically we have got 3 different options and they increase in complexity. So the first one is just a very simple main body colour and an underbelly colour. Pretty straightforward. So that one's pretty good if you want to just get a very minimalist character. Second option, that includes a sort of like a top layer. So as you can see, this sort of darker top layer that goes over the legs down the tail. Then the third option is both, basically, both an underbelly and a top coat, which I'm partial to. I quite like it. So I think we're going to try this. So we're currently selected our primary, so that's going to be the main body color, as you can see. So if we wanted to do a green, maybe something like that, works for the
CG
green. Confirm. Then onto our secondary color. So that'll be our underbelly. So I'm feeling like a slightly warm but lighter underbelly color.
Like a sandy color. Oh, okay.
And then for the tertiary, the final, which is going to be our top color, I think that one needs to be darker. I wonder how it would look if we just did like a dark green.
Ooh.
A few moments later.
I feel like the character in normal character creators, it takes, you know, the most fun of starting the game is making your character. I feel like because our character creator ends up so deep, it's just kind of like, well, enjoy your next 6 to 10 hours of character creation.
I have seen people spend over 30 minutes in the character creator easily.
Yeah.
And yes, I understand.
Yeah.
I totally get it.
One of the good things about our character creator as well is that we can change your appearance pretty much whenever you want in the game, which is handy. So you're not stuck into one sort of looking character. You can pretty much go to your vanity in your house and change whenever you want to.
Yeah.
So fear not.
Yeah, so say, okay, I've got my Ceratopsian guy, it's all well and good. Actually, I've completely changed my mind, and I actually want to be a raptor. You can just go in and change your guy to raptor, and nobody will say anything.
Nope. Nobody's going to be coming after you. You can be whatever species you want.
You can change, so you aren't restricted to the options you do in the first, whenever you first boot up the game, you're first making your Paleofolk. Don't feel locked into that. You can go back and edit and tweak and, explore other options to your heart's content.
So Jordan, what's first on the agenda?
Oh yeah. Well, I feel that to counteract the large herbivore, we should maybe have a large carnivore.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, I'm thinking we try this body type. We could do the bubblegum pink.
I do like the bubblegum pink.
It would counteract the previous dinosaur that was quite emo, quite grungy.
Yeah, and they're best friends. The emo,
they're best
yeah.
friends.
Do you know that image of the two girls? One's really goth, and one's like bubblegum rainbow, and best friends, best friend potential.
Best trope ever. Let's go. Okay, so yeah. Theropods. So again, with the other body types, this is going to be a mix of different body parts, so all these different sort of like head types. As you can tell, it's a more Spinosaur sort of head, and we have a more sort of Rex head here. So these will be hybrid creatures. You absolutely could make a specific type of theropod, like as you could see before in our character previews. You can get a pretty good looking Spinosaur. Or just something that's like, it's a generic theropod. It's a guy. But we're going to make, I don't know, should we make a generic theropod guy?
Let us make this one.
Yeah, I think we should. Okay, so, we've already talked about the eyes, but for those who didn't see part 1, you can have heterochromia.
Yeah, let's go!
Which is definitely a vibe, maybe not for bubblegum.
No.
Maybe not for bubblegum. I'm feeling maybe blue eyes.
Oh, let's go. That's really lovely with the pink, actually.
Think so?
Yeah, that's cute.
I like that. Be like a lighter. Yeah.
Let's give it like the bubblegum sweeties, like the bubblegum cola bottles.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, alright. Then onto the mouth. Yes, you can change the teeth colour.
Oh, let's go.
If you wanted to.
Let's
so
go.
we could create a gummy dinosaur vibe. You can also change the gums.
Oh, you can change it up. Okay, I genuinely didn't
You
need to do
didn't
that.
know that?
I genuinely didn't need to do that. Wow.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
you can. And you can change the tongue. So this is kind of a crazy color going on here. We can make it more normal colors. But yeah, maybe not bright green gums. That might be a little too much.
Trip to the dentist, I think. The dino
Yeah.
dentist might be in order.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's the abomination. I do want to change our teeth back to like tooth color.
Oh, okay.
As much as I do like the little gummy teeth. Yeah. Then we have head adornments. So basically, what sort of like back of head situation do you want going on here? This one obviously is kind of like very fuzzy, very fluffy. Do we want to do a fuzzy theropod or like
We could do. This is kind of like a Uteranus, like
Yeah.
our lovely
our
one of the
lovely
characters.
Uteranus, which we haven't revealed yet. So
Dun, dun, dun. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. But yes, that's the sort of thing. We wanted to create like different little bits and bobs from different dinos. So obviously Uteranus very fuzzy. So if you wanted to kind of have that more feathered theropod look, you absolutely can. Although if you wanted to go for a more scaly option, of course you can always take these adornments off and just have them be based. This part, I quite like this. The way that we've done these sort of like tufts, they're generic and simply stylized just enough so that it could be read as either fuzz and feathers or scales, depending on how you do the coloration. So we did try to be clever there, but I think now we're going for full fuzz this time. Let's full fuzz. These are the different eye crest adornments. So as you know, a lot of the larger theropods did have this sort of keratinous eye crests. And they're all so cool. They just look neat. I don't know, do we want to go for like spiky bubblegum, or is it more like...
I suppose with
more
the
ooey
white
gooey?
fur at the back thing, it kind of does look a little more furry with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, with those sort of crests.
It does, doesn't it? These, of course, are Carnotaurus crests, so you can see the sort of Frankenstein theropod we're creating right now, which I quite like. This one's cute. I do like it. It kind of matches the 1, 2, 3, with the spikes. Okay, I'll not spend this entire time just doing the head.
But this is one of the cool things about our character creator is you get very absorbed very quickly into like all the different things you can kind of put on it and take off it and all the colors you can change.
Very easy.
In general, I think the art team, the program team, and the design team were kind of very keen to have a versatile character creator, something that doesn't lock you into too many things. We've had to lock you into certain things just because of how the game functions with body types, so you'd only be able to have a certain amount of crests on certain body types. But in general, the aim of the character creator is to let you have a bit of freedom in the type of creature you want to create, whether that be something that is more species realistic or something that is a little bit more fantastical. That is a very cool color. It's kind of mohawky.
Isn't it?
That is so cool. It kind of like gives me Digimon vibes. I don't know why. I
am not surprised.
Yeah, it gives me Digimon vibes.
For anybody that doesn't know, our lead character, creator, and 3D artist is big into Digimon, so I can see that. So this is I like this head shape already. I think this is simple, but it works for me.
Yeah,
Our little bubblegum arrow.
Cool.
Alright, arms then. So basically we can have, again, if we want to go for a more fuzzy look, we can have like the tufts. Or we can have no tufts.
Tufts or no tufts?
I kind of like the tufts.
The tufts are nice. We are going for someone very furry.
Yeah, we are doing a fuzzy guy, so we will keep the tufts. Foot claws. I kind of don't mind the yellow.
Yeah.
It gives like a little bit. It like contrasts the white a little bit more. I need to go back and do the other claws though.
Yeah, it gives that a little bit more like realism, I guess. Like an actual character rather than.
I personally find if you do like pure white claws, it's almost like. Well, it actually looks quite cute there, but sometimes it feels a bit unnatural. The same with like pure white teeth. This is kind of like.
I heard that when you're doing like house design or like furniture design or like interior design, I guess, you have to keep. It's better to keep like the walls and floors clean because it's meant to be like the eyelashes of like a face. You keep them clean. You don't like any crazy colors, and it keeps everything kind of like at a base neutral. So maybe the claws on a dinosaur are similar, where it's like, oh, keep them neutral, keep them safe, and then do everything else kind of cray.
I think you're onto something. I think you're onto it. So, not to get too distracted, but the tail is up next. Let's go. So the tail, again, we have a bunch of different options depending on what sort of dino you want to make. So this is the sort of tuft, like very fuzzy tail, which I love. Got our spiky tail, little tail with a crest on it, one with a ridge. I quite like that one too, actually. It kind of matches our head ridge, doesn't it?
Matching the head ridge, yeah.
Then of course we got the spinosail. Which is also very cute, but I don't know. I feel
tufty. We're going so tufty.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Yeah, that's the one.
Cute.
We can also just have a basic tail with like no adornments, but I mean, God, the tuft.
I mean,
the tuft.
if you're gonna have a tail, you might as well have some adornments, right?
May as well. So yeah, that's basically our body done. Now we can get on to the patterns. So. Like we explained before, the patterns basically come in 3 options that scale in complexity. So if you want just a very, very basic, underbelly and main body color, you can do that. I have a bunch of stripes on right now, but that is actually part of our additional pattern layer, so ignore that. Second option, that's quite cute.
That's very cute.
Look, it matches our hair.
Oh, it does. We kind of have a little beret on. It's like we look like we're a little French. I quite like that.
It's very good. The difference of this one is we're swapping the underbelly for a sort of top layer pattern. So the patterns go sort of like down the nose, down the back of the tail, back of the legs. And then finally, the third option combines all 3. So you get your underbelly, your main body color, and the main top pattern color, which I quite like.
Yeah,
I do quite like. So in terms of colors, I quite like what we have.
I'm just gonna say, I think we've nailed that color palette like straight off the bat. Let's get going.
Well, we did use a preset which is doing most of the heavy lifting, but I do quite like this and going quite simple. But what we could maybe do to give like a little bit of highlight is we have like little
freckles.
So Well, I think we could use the freckles. Maybe give them a
Yeah.
bit of a. Do we want a different color for them?
Ooh, a little highlight color.
A highlight color. I was thinking like bubblegum blue would be nice, but these colors are a bit too intense.
Yeah, just bring the saturation down.
Yeah, maybe that's the trick. Or so these are the stripes that I was talking about before.
Oh, okay, I see.
Or we can have spots.
Oh, striped to
this.
spots, okay.
Spots is more bubblegummy though, isn't it?
Yeah, spots are actually, but I suppose because, yeah. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's kind of Pink Panther-y. Oh, this looks like a paw print. That's cute.
That is quite cute. I do like it. You can also have both stripes and spots, but I feel sometimes it's maybe a little bit too busy.
Yeah, it's a little bit too much.
A bit too much. I do like the stripy tail though, I have to say.
Oh, you can have a mix of like the spots on the legs, but the stripes on the tail.
But hold on, both at once.
Ooh. Oh, the color contrast could be really nice.
Yeah.
Oh, we're working it.
We're working it. And I just undid my change. So whoops. Yeah.
Cute.
So as you can see, you could literally just stay here all day long trying to get this right. Actually, I went back on my decision. I think the deeper spots actually look nicer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that checks out. It kind of matches the little crest at the top, the little
Yeah. Although I do feel we need to go back and add the.
Oh, on the face too. Yeah.
I think we do.
Oh, it's so cute. Oh, bubblegum.
This is a pretty monochrome like character design. Really, like we could go more high contrast with the colors. But before we get too carried away with that, I want to show off some of the clothing.
Let's go.
Because that's the thing, you don't want to make your character too complicated, and then you get your outfits, and it's like, it's too busy. I have too much colors going on.
Yeah, everything's not contrasting each other.
Yeah.
I have to say, our clothing design is like some of it is just like
cute.
cute.
I wish I had these clothes in real life.
Right. Same here. Like, especially all the ones that are like little like fluffy stuff on the neck, like any of the neckerchief stuff. I just think it's so cute.
They are wonderful. Now, that's my favourite so far for this character.
It's so
Got
cute.
the bubblegum colour. But we do have more options.
I personally, one of my personal favorites is the little red jumper. It just looks like so primary school to me. It's like you're going to your first day of primary school. It's so cute.
Oh, I love that now.
Yeah, and the tan one is like
Simple,
so lovely.
but it
So
works.
simple. It reminds me of one of the characters from Ocean Waves, the Studio Ghibli film.
Oh yeah,
It's
I can
so
see
cute,
that.
right? It's so cute.
Yeah, no, the hoodies are very cozy, and I do wish we had them in real life. Hey, never say never.
Never say never. Who knows
Maybe
what will
someday.
happen?
Oh,
Oh, it's so cute.
I quite like the green actually. This contrasts pretty
Yeah,
well.
the pink and green.
Yeah, and then this sort of like wintry jumper is pretty
Oh,
cute
like a
too.
wintry dino. Ooh,
Bright pink wintry dino.
let's go.
So what do you think? Which one?
Oh, good question.
I think the blue helps contrast the pink
Yeah.
quite nicely. So I think one of the blue ones maybe.
Ooh, that's cute. We'll be very distinguished.
Yeah, okay.
Very
Let's go for
distinguished, okay.
distinguished bubblegum.
Yeah.
Okay. Then of course we have hats.
Oh, it's the rubbery hat.
Yeah, so lots of different options. No, hold on, that's
Oh,
pretty
the
cute.
sailor hat.
That's pretty cute.
That is pretty cute. It's also changed the vibe completely.
Yeah.
Right? It's like all of a sudden we're like we're sailor
We're
dino.
distinguished
Yeah.
bubblegum sailor. Scarves, which
So
are very cute. The scarves usually don't layer with the outfits tremendously well, so it's better to do like a more simple shirt with the scarf.
Oh,
It's
okay, I see.
really adorable. So like this sort of layering will work a lot more. I kind of feel though that we were cooking with this.
Oh yeah, I feel like we
before.
were cooking with this. Yeah, let's go.
I think this has to be it. Then on to backpacks. So basically back items are gonna have all sorts of crazy stuff. There's wings. If you ever wanted to make a winged dino person, because obviously we have
I mean, of course.
yeah, we do. I'm quite partial to the dragon wings, I
Of
have to
course.
admit. Ooh,
Oh, that kind of works with the color scheme. Okay.
that one works. That one works. So one thing we should make clear: a lot of these items are actually unlocked via quests. So you may not have all of these at the start of the game. So don't be too alarmed if you get the game and you're like, "Where the heck? Why can't I be the sailor? I don't have the sailor hat." You will have to do quests and content to unlock all the different cosmetics. And that includes the bags. The bags are one of the ones that you have to unlock by speccing into the stylist discipline, which is one of our disciplines in the game. And that focuses on accessories, clothing, and like beauty makeup items. So yes, if you do want to spec into that, it will come with the benefit of more customization for yourself.
Yeah, let's go.
So I'm feeling the coastal one
Yeah,
because
this
it
is
matches the
looking
color
cute.
scheme.
This is looking cute. I enjoy this a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah, I do like it. We have bracelets, so just like little stone bracelets. Kind of hard to see with the color there, but little stone bracelets, a little watch, and the watch is a
this
watch
was a sundial.
Yes, a sundial. So,
Oh, cute.
which could work for this guy, but I feel because we've got long sleeves, the arm items like don't work as well.
Yeah, let's keep them blank.
Earrings, which is funny for characters
It's
that have
so
no
funny.
ears.
I love it so much.
We decided rule of cool, we'll just like kind of have them on the
I'd
side.
rather have them. I would rather
Yeah.
have them.
Oh, honey.
Oh, big hoops. Oh,
Big
let's
hoops.
go.
I don't know if it works with our sailors, or maybe it does work with the
I
sailors.
feel like it would be kind of pirate, right?
Yeah.
A little pirate. That's cute.
You know what? I'm done with it.
Real
I like
cool,
it.
let's go.
Rule of cool. And then finally, of course, you have to have necklaces. So again, if we put on like a more basic shirt, the necklaces are a wee bit easier to see. They're very cute.
They're so cute.
But again, I feel like we're cooking with this one.
Yeah.
We're cooking. So yeah, this is our end result. This is a little bubblegum sailor dino person.
I love her already.
I do quite like her.
Yeah.
I do quite like her. But the cool thing is, if you've kind of designed your dino and you're like, yeah, I kind of like this, but I'm regretting not being a raptor, well, you can go back and it will,
let's go.
it'll keep all your changes.
Nice.
So you can really quickly just kind of like swap between the different options and see like, oh, what would it look like if I tried this one instead? The raptor, I have to say,
That transferred
rocks this
really well.
fit.
Yeah, I was going to say the raptor
Yeah.
transfers that really well. Interesting.
So yeah, that is a little sneak peek at what our character creator can do in Amber Island.
So, Jordan, if you had a wish list for things that you'd like to see from the Amber Island character creator in future, what would be your top tier thing you'd love to see?
Oh gosh. I know a lot of people have been asking, can I play as this creature? Can I play as that creature? And we have a lot of people asking about pterosaurs. We have a lot of people asking about marine reptiles, and people asking about even like insects or things like Anomalocaris. All of which I'm afraid we don't currently have in the character creator because of their really unique proportions and body types. So I would love to be able to offer those different character options in Amber Isle. That would be amazing to have, the full roster of prehistoric guys. It would be time consuming. I think it would be worth it. I would really, especially getting to play as an Anomalocaris. I mean, come on.
Oh, that'd be so
come
cute.
on.
Oh, that'd be so cute.
I am biased to pterosaurs. They're like some of my favorite animals, so I would love to see pterosaurs in the game. It's just trying to get the animations to not clip with the wings, in particular for pterosaurs, and also the height differences between pterosaurs. They can be very tiny or very big.
Oh, okay, I see.
So we'd have to kind of make a middle of the road, medium-sized pterosaur body options.
Which I feel like for Amber Isle, I don't think Amber Isle's middle of the road anything. we tend to
is.
push our stylizations to an 11, I feel.
That is true, and if you have seen our character creators so far, you'll see that we do kind of scale up and down some of the different body types. Like, for example, all of our player character types are medium-sized because we need to keep the same height for all of the interactions and camera angles to make sense in the game. So you may notice, for example, I don't know, if we take like the theropod option, I'll go into the pre-mates, Spinosaur being like the same size as, say, a raptor, or like, slight height difference, that makes no sense. They are much different sizes in real life, but this is part of the abstraction when it comes to making like a character creator. We have to make things kind of a little bit constrained, and we didn't want to rush in pterosaurs in a way that just wouldn't be fun to make them. So those are some of the things that I think we would really love to get in there. So never say never.
Yeah, I feel like with the character customizer in general, it's a very versatile machine. I feel like with the even that we were saying in part one, the things that people were making with just our Next Fest Raptor demo were kind of insane. So
Absolutely.
it's maybe you can't make an exact species or something that you would like, but there's always the option for the character creator to kind of mold your idea into something very similar, if not very close to what the kind of thing is you want.
Exactly. It's very robust. You can make some really interesting things. Or one challenge that I've actually loved doing personally is trying to recreate my OCs in the character creator.
You got to my next question.
Oh, I did.
Jordan, can I make my OC?
Yes, you can.
Excellent. What makes Amber Isle's character creator perfect for making your OC?
So basically, just how robust it is. If you've seen the other deep dives that we've done with the character creator, you can get pretty in depth. With sort of things like the eye color, the heterochromia. You can also change like your mouth, gum, teeth color, claw color, all the different spikes, horns, feathers, frills, and everything in between. You can create some really unique things or get pretty close to some existing characters, within the constraints of them being little dino guys, of course. So I would be really curious to see what people make in this, as well as like the different clothing options. We tried to get a really good range of like aesthetics and tastes and colors. So like if you're somebody that wants more pastel aesthetics and colors, then we have some of these like more soft options. But if you want kind of like very bold or like, a little bit more edgy, we've kind of got things for that too. Or more formal, more adventurous.
Oh, such a gentleman. Let's go.
I love it. And of course, need I say more?
Let's go.
There we go.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. So automatically this little pastel stego is now a, what do you call it?
Rootin' tootin' cowboy.
Rootin' tootin' cowboy.
Rootin' tootin' cowboy.
Yeah, so I think there's a lot of, what's the word?
Versatility. Follow-up question. Is there a difference between the Switch and the PC character customizer?
No, there's not. I don't think so. No, we try to get the PC and Switch version of the game to be pretty much the same, minus some visual performance things. So I believe the character creator will be pretty much the same in both versions.
Excellent. Final question, or penultimate question, sorry. What potential species can you make?
Oh, well.
Where to begin?
Where to begin? So with our character creator, you could go out of your way to make something that's quite accurate. So I don't know, say you wanted to make something with like the Spino, for example. It's pretty good Spino. But if you wanted to make something absolutely crazy unique, you can. I think it depends. Basically, what we've done with the character creator is we've given you all the different pieces to build with. So, we've given a lot of options, and it's basically what you build with them, what you do with them. And not only all of these different options, but the fact that each one can be color tweaked as well means that there's almost endless possibilities in terms of what you can create with it. One of the things that's quite fun is if you've ever wondered about creating a hybrid stegosaur ceratopsian, well, you can, and how good that looks is up to yourself.
Excellent. Okay, final question.
Yeah.
What's your favorite dinosaur?
Oh my god. So my favorite of all time has to be Spinosaurus because I hate myself. No, I genuinely love Spinosaurus because it's so weird, it's so unique. It's a big crocodilian, which I love. It's not actually a crocodilian, it's just it looks like one. It's quite adapted for life in the water. Or is it? That's the whole thing. Nobody can decide.
Dun, dun, dun.
Did it swim? Did it not? And that's part of the reason I love it as well. It's every year our knowledge of this animal changes.
Okay.
For those who don't know, I do have a Spinosaurus tattoo, and literally a month or two after I got it, they discovered the tail, the paddle tail. So my tattoo was instantly out of date, which is just par for the course for Spinosaurs, I suppose.
Yeah.
But apart from that, it's really hard to pick a favorite. I genuinely love all dinosaurs. Like, you could tell me any type and I'd be like, yeah, that's my favorite too. I think it's hard to not like all the different types. I will say I've got a soft spot for pterosaurs. Those aren't dinosaurs, as you know.
As we found out on Twitter, unfortunately, our lovely producer Kaylin called them dinosaurs and got nearly torn alive.
I
Bless him.
felt so bad about that. Yeah, Kaylin, who isn't as into dinosaurs as I am, which is fair, you know.
That would be a hard feat to hit, to be fair.
Yeah.
That'd be a hard feat to hit.
I do not expect him to know that, but he did call Mabel a dinosaur, and we got instantly, 3 or 4 people being like, pterosaurs aren't dinosaurs. And it's like, Kaylin was, he was so worried. It's like, I failed them. Don't worry. We be knowing. We do know.
Yeah.
I love pterosaurs.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And we do have pterosaurs. We have a good range of pterosaurs in Ambertail, which you all shall meet very soon.
I feel like this is one of the cool things about being somebody new to dinosaur land. It's like, I have so much to explore. I have so much left to find. But it's why Amber Isles is good for the dino lover and good for the dino curious, shall we say? Somebody who wants to know more about dinosaurs.
Absolutely. If one of the outcomes of Amber Isle is that somebody learns something new about a dinosaur or ends up like Googling, like, oh, what is this? I've never heard of this before, and they end up finding something new, I will be very happy indeed.
Oh, thank you. Well, thank you so much everyone for joining us. This has been our deep dive into the Amber Isle character creator. We are going to be releasing very soon, which is scary biggies. We're releasing on the 10th of October on Steam and releasing on the 31st of October, which is Halloween for Switch. Right now you can wishlist us on Steam. Doing that really helps us out as indie developers, so we'd much appreciate that. And by the time that this video goes out, we should also be open for pre-orders on Steam. So feel free to go and do that. And let us know your favourite dinosaur in the comments.
Yes, please tell me, because I will agree with you no matter what you say.
Well, thank you very much, everyone, and catch you around.
Thank you.
See you later.